It's time for Power Hour.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream where an unforeseen event has occurred today that very uncharacteristic, very anomalous, very rare, doesn't happen often. The complete positive decoupling of crypto from equities, especially big tech. And we are looking at one of the top cryptos in the world, market cap wise, that has achieved an all-time high just a few hours ago, up 6+%, never before seen, $875, but we saw it just recently. So Jesus chimes, hype in the chat, and for real, like a bearish candle with follow through, with bearish divergence. In the end, I guess it just didn't matter. Didn't matter, man. Super strong. No other cryptos doing this. That is, at all, like none. This is it, dude. So bask in the glory of Binance coin, the Kang, for now. All right, Ethereum's doing well, Solana's doing well, but not all-time highs. Still removed from those. Bitcoin certainly off its all-time high, but really cool to see that for now, above my head, still above that August 2nd low. Looks like a little maybe shark here. But yeah, we're not really in trouble till 112 breaks, and you didn't even test it at the lows. Phenomenal. We were talking about the bearish divergence, but then when we looked at the 3-day and the weekly on Binance, it looked phenomenal. There wasn't even an argument for lower prices impending. So yeah, it really still is about, I think, the weekly here. Dude, just nothing but incredible. All right, next target from the high to low. From 2021 to 2022, anchoring for Fibonacci. Already hit that 1272, reacted, and now we're heading for 1414, which is 905. But eventually, you're just thinking 1618, $1,000. This is, again, we don't see no strength exists like this in crypto right now. You're staring at a true king. Let's go CZ, hype in the chat. All right, so that's just getting that out of the way. That has to be talked about. Massive engulfing candle, going to be confirmed in less than an hour, and it is beautiful. They recaptured the bullish control zone, positive memo beginning to build again. Yeah, 905, I guess, on deck. Nothing else here. If it's real, that's it. If you want to hit the channel's supply line, it's going to be $975 or so. I wish there were more that look like this, but whatever. All right, let's look at Bitcoin, knock it out real quick. Again, it's just kind of a nothing burger day. The selling subsided, which is great. And again, you see the futures, the index funds really dip today, NASDAQ especially. And you just think, typically, historically, Bitcoin correlates to that NASDAQ or the QQQ. It's just like it's part of the Mag 7. And today, no. After yesterday's close, there was virtually no more selling pressure, and now you're up 1.3%, which is not a big deal. But again, the bigger deal today would be altcoins, or some altcoins. BNB, then kind of Ethereum, but Ethereum, a little bit more work to do if you want a real breakout. Okay. So nice for did they recapture the level? I don't think they have yet. The demand line, I think it's resistance now. Not yet. Right, the channel, we lost it. It's not the worst thing in the world. As long as they stay above 112, the buyers can keep it above 112, we're good. To put in a confirmation low here, after showing bearish divergence on the 3-day, possibly the weekly and the daily, would be unreal. I'm praying for it. I want us to stay above 112, you do too. And then stuff like BNB and Ethereum can really run. All right, Bitcoin dominance, you would imagine, wrecked today at least. That's great news, chat. This is phenomenal. Yeah, going for the lowest daily candle close on Bitcoin dominance since January 31st, 2025, earlier this year. They're, the level 60%. We know it's so real going back to 2017. I think being rejected, right? Testing. Oh, they're recapturing, rejected. going to make a lower, traders going to settle up lower than they had at any point with this bearish breakdown. So great for altcoins still. That's phenomenal. You know, it's like maybe, right? The worst case scenario is a dragon getting put in and a large wave up to an 886. That means the market's ruined. Bitcoin outperforms on everything, draws down, including Bitcoin. But if the bear pole bear flag continues to perform, then that's really good. That means Bitcoin sideways or up with altcoins outperforming a lot. And so BNB is the culprit today. Ethereum and XRP had been the culprits on this first wave down. So what's next? What's going to outperform Bitcoin of major market cap that would continue this fall? You know, we need follow through at this point, but that's a great start today. Okay, down 1.33%. Chainlink, yep, doing things, man. ERC20 coins. So, all right.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Well, Ethereum, let's go, dude. Up almost 7%. At one point, it was up 7%, but here we are, right? A mega bullish engulfing candle. That is super stuff. To break 43.84, which at the highs today, what did we see? 43.78. So almost tested it. To break that would be tremendous. To break that, if not all-time highs on deck, at least the high we saw from August 13th. It's all about the levels, man. They broke it, but hey, so much demand they couldn't even push it, you know, down to 39.50. Not this time. Yeah, you had perfect price action correlation in early August, and now it's just all over the place, but up today. Flipped your coin and it landed on tails because it never fails, and in your uptrend still, good candle. So everyone needs to have an alert set up above 43.84, because if you hear that beep, that is colossal. I mean, that's, in my opinion, that is almost everything right now. 43.84, the old May 2021 all-time high before the reversal. To break that would be, I think you could have major implications. Very interesting. This is all going on with like Nvidia was dipping so hard, Mag 7's dumping, not doing well. You know, for good reason. I mean, they've just been running all summer. Finally catching some sort of semblance of a correction. But these have decoupled today at least. I hope it continues. Very nice. All right, Ethereum paired against Bitcoin. You can imagine how that's doing today. Wow, probably up a lot. That's wrong chart, sorry. Look at this bullish engulfing candle of 5.37%. I mean, you're very close to the highest level seen since December of last year. You know, you're uptrending so hard now, and you got a little more upside. You know, 4 million Satoshis. You break that, my God, that is a new threshold of upside. Huge upside above 4 million sats. So let's go test it. Continue to outperform, and I mean, great stuff. I mean, bullish control zone 66.8. It's real nice here, so phenomenal. You broke this like channel. What's up, Victor, man? Yes, you
Hi,
broke
Mitch.
it.
Can you look at Toshi? Thanks.
Yeah, we'll look at Toshi. Thank you, dude. Victor. Carrega. Abundanda. Or grazie, whatever. Thank you. Okay, Ethereum, BNB. Alt season, not dead yet? Well, the major market caps have been strong, have been doing things. It's the lesser thans that we complained about yesterday a lot, and you would still complain about them because they're still in the gutter, respectively and comparatively to the majors. The major cryptos that are nearing at all-time highs. They've all, well, not Solana, but the other ones of major market cap have recently hit all-time highs. So, but hey, Solana's up today 6% as well, and none like it supports. They just are bouncing in between zones. So yeah, XRP kind of lagging behind today, But hey, man, better than nothing, okay? Better than, oh, God, we're at 272 and we're breaking it, all right? So someone out there is going to come in and be like, bro, isn't that an M shape now? I guess, right? 4 hour or something. Jeez. It's like, yeah, the 4 hour. Nice falling wedge. 4 hour would be like, I don't think it's the best context to identify an M shape, but oh yeah. Let's do it, man. Let's just moon. Let's just, there it is. There's your 886. Of course, right? There it is. Imagine this light holding. Imagine this being a reaction. Imagine we don't see 272. It would be crazy. Well, we know the implications of losing 272, 265. You're going to like $2 and change. I mean, 210, 220. But my God, imagine that playing out, dude. Lesser time scale. What a joke. It's all fun and games till it reverses. So, okay. Thank you for an 886. Not the worst context in the world. If this thing's like really strong and Ethereum's going to see all-time highs and BNB is going to keep going, not the worst situation here. All just marginally above that big support resistance, right? It was like resistance, like, you know, for what is that? I mean, 5 months. It had been regarded as some sort of resistance, and now you regarded it as support, and now they didn't even let it get tested again. So interesting. Not perfect or anything. Not like at the level you're looking to identify M shapes like this is down here at value perceived areas, but it doesn't mean it can't hold here. Okay, because this is one of your largest market cap cryptos in the world, and again, if others are doing what they're doing, maybe this is something to think about at least. All right. Not bad. 340 though is the end all be all. Not much matters on XRP until they break 340 convincingly. Okay, so we already looked at BNB, Ethereum, Solana up 6%. Just kind of, you know, reversed and is again in between 160, 190. Day to day, it's going to be up and down, flipping coins, whatever. You can't strategize in between levels. You're always just looking to strategize at 160 or 130 or 198 on the top side. You haven't been able to do anything but reject it as resistance. So, but great start. If we get follow through tomorrow, my God, we're probably going to break 198. So Jackson Holes tomorrow, big day. Bet the bots and the algos are going to have a field day. You're going to freak out. I'm just hoping that, like, since we've had some sort of pullback, and I'll show you what the pullback is. Okay, these are the mega cap cryptos. They did things, man. And the smaller caps did stuff too. They're up too. Dang, dude, Band's up 21%. What? Band. Link is ridiculous. Hi. Okay, we finally hit a resistance, man. All right. Jesus chimes, man. Highest price seen since January. They finally, we know you break 20. The only thing that makes sense is like 2687 to 2866. We've made it to a big resistance here. Big engulfing candle. Double-digit percentage gainer. Amazing. Just looking at a couple more cryptos. Uniswap's up 7%. Yeah, all these like coming off of like bad couple days. They're still, most of them are still like in the gutter. So let's look at one that's like in the gutter. Not really doing too great today, but we know it's at a spot that's like, whoa, man. I mean, titillating, ridiculous, stupid. Is it dangerous to like look at YFI and be like, man, this level been around since July 2022. Look, November 2022, candle close June 2023. There's been resistance, reversal. Now they've recaptured on the third valley, and now they've reconfirmed, and now big engulfing candle. Look at the 200 moving average. Wow, they broke it. They broke the 200-day moving average confirmed yesterday. That's not me doing that. That's what they did. That's what market participants did that. What a joke. What a scam. Lower high. And then all of a sudden, at support, at the 200, recaptured. But they reconfirmed it as one time it was support, first time ever back in 2022. It's now support again, chat. For now, until new data comes in, that's insane. That's freaking crazy.
Band, used monthly on Binance MACD going green. Green light. Confirmed in 11 days. Cheers.
What's up, Anon? Thank you, dude. There you go. There's your band. Ridiculous, chat. Ridiculous. Easiest place ever to set up an entry and stop loss. It just is. This is max upside potential. Whatever is happening today, yesterday, today, if it's real, oh my God, $7,000+ probably. Look at it. Straight down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's literally all that happens just about until recently, right? Where you're only getting like 6,200 and you're reversing. So, but dang, dude. Gosh dang. 1, 2, 3. Accumulation, I guess, with now some sort of technical indicator that is extremely strong. So any fall through. That would be your target. Stop loss probably at this point below 5,300 and just let it ride to 7,400, 9,300. Insane. That's today. That's today, not yesterday, today. That's the data we're receiving, and it's crazy. We were cooked yesterday. Now we're not so cooked. Anyway, let's just do, well, hold on. I don't want to, there was Toshi request too, so I don't want to do your request before someone else who was first. Victor, he wanted Toshi. Let me just knock out Toshi real quick. We've got a lot to cover. My God, man. I want to show y'all the NASDAQ futures on the big screen. Just give me a second. It's crazy. They broke it and then they recovered by close, and it's like, no way. All right, Toshi on, whatever. Oh yeah, we've been here recently. I think you requested it. It's been uptrending, really nice higher lows. Tested the demand line. It was on the way to the demand line again. Been getting routed. Look at that. 7 days in a row of red candles. Gross. Tesla is 6 out of 7. It's gross too, but nice engulfing, up 16% today. I don't know how you would have played that though, right? It wasn't really hitting a support. It was like, oh, okay, well, probably gonna, like the other ones, like Ethereum, Solana, probably a little more downside to go test support if you're looking to swing trade. But no, random pumps happen, and it happened here. So not much to do but to say, nice 16% up day. And I guess if there's any follow through and it's going to rally, you're back to 8/100ths of a penny, I guess. That resistance, you break that, then 1/10 of 1 penny would be after that. So it's a nice day. Not much to really look at besides, wow, it's up after 7 days of red. Nice higher lows. Very cool. Okay, band. Just look at it. I don't know. Let's just go. 21%. Just get it, man. After just making all time, just like all the rest, like so many other joke coins, right? The low, the lowest low, then kind of a higher low comes in, but no evidence of higher highs. So the trend has not truly reversed even after a 21% day today. In fact, all you're doing is this swing low from August 2023. You see it right there. It's just being tested as resistance. What's one thing that's cool about Band, I guess, is they're recapturing the 200-day simple moving average. That's it. So recapture 85 cents, then I would think on deck would be 98.9 cents. If you ever break that, then it's 118 to 123. Now breaking 123 is where magic would happen, but that's what's going on. I mean, it's not really special. This is like, think about what we're saying. Like, I have to bring it up and reiterate it daily. Like, you're looking at an asset, or think about like, wow, dude, Ethereum just days ago was only 1.55% from an all-time high. Binance Coin today, all-time highs. XRP made a fresh all-time high just a couple weeks ago. And you've got Band Okay, Band coin. That, look at all these old levels, like miserable. I mean, it's like 99% off of its all-time high. I mean, that stuff, it's just so bad. Despite it having a 20% day-to-day, it's still trash. I mean, there's a chance like it could run, right? But it'll probably not even recapture 246 or 288. It might have a crazy run, a pump, and then it dumps, and it makes a fresh all-time low later. So it's like cool, but man, think about where you're putting your hard-earned money. These are garbage. They just are. I don't make the rules, man. I just don't. Trash. But nice, man. I hope you profited on a 20% candle. But like, dude, it takes some serious patience to be holding a scam coin watching.
Band, used on Binance has way more data.
Okay, really? Of course. Thank you for telling me after the entire analysis. Okay, all right. Okay, but still, it's still garbage. Okay, you got a couple more levels to recapture 76 cents. Pretty big deal, right? A swing high from March 2020, and then look, what makes it so special is like, okay, first time ever, but then they recaptured, and then when they reconfirmed what was a resistance, when it became support, look what happened. You know, so special level 76 cents. He's right. Yeah, it was in the. Yeah, I was wrong. He did specify. So my apologies. Typically, I'm not getting that. So I did F up right there. Sorry. So yeah, one thing is kind of good. So above 76 cents, you might be in really good shape. But dang, man, I mean, the other levels are just. 98 cents is a huge deal. Look, right, swing low from June 2020. October 2022, there's been the spring back test kind of 2023 before big run. All this price, that's pretty crazy. So one level is good, but man, to break 98 cents, I think that might be the big level on the Binance chart. He wanted the monthly though, so looking back at it, monthly. I mean, that's a Japanese candlestick reversal from last month. Like a morning star. Kind of a morning star reversal. And now I catch a follow-through candle this month, which is nice. Not as important, I guess, on monthly. It's still there, right? High and low. I think 98 cents is everything at this point. We're showing positive Momo. Oh my God. Okay. If you're a big band holder, 98 cents is everything. To break 98 cents almost equals $2. Because history tells you, yes. Oh, 98 cents holds or is recaptured and reconfirmed? Okay, see you at $2, 196. So that's what you're looking for. Okay, anonymous. Thank you, dude. Sorry about, you know, they're going to send me to the Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good, but can also do other things good too. They will do that. I'll be there. See you there. All right, I do want to, you know, okay, crypto did it, man. It's up today. All right, let's just look at random S coins. How's algo? Okay, it dumped, it pumped, not in a strategic area. Still looks like it could make a lower high and roll over. Like they really do have to recapture 28 cents. It's hard to be like, time to long, algo. Like, my God, they just confirmed a level as resistance twice with a lot of downside below you, but maybe it holds. I hope so, man. Hope it all holds. IOTA. Yeah, it doesn't really look like great right here. Below 20 cents. It would be nice to get back down to 15 cents for a type 2 return or something, but one low a second, they just keep making higher lows, like YFI. Hey, there, see, like, Band was making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows forever, right? And some of them are a little bit marginally better, right? The lowest low, the higher low, another higher low. but no high, still there a lot just aren't making higher highs. So this crypto market's just definitely not created equal. Like KSM up 5%, higher lows, but lower high,
It's all
rejecting
coming
the 200.
together,
It's
boys.
so
Jay Powell making the markets pay the troll toll before he delivers the good message through Jackson's wood hole. Up forever.
Yeah, tomorrow. Greg P, thank you for the 5. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be choppy. The bots are gonna be looking to destroy people's lives. 'Tis the season. So it's just like, it's neutral, even though like arguments could be made for way higher sooner, you know. I guess it's kind of crazy. I mean, I'm not making this up. Look, this 1 wick from August 2024 on KSM. What'd they do? Well, they violated it in early August. They rallied, lower high, garbage, 200 moving average resistance. Resistance is resistance confirmed at 1672, and it rolls over. I mean, and they're virtually taking it down to like that wick low right there and confirming it as support. So it's like, as of today and yesterday, spring back test. It's possible. Shoot, dude. This is why you like can't expect anything, because it's like doom yesterday, terrible candles and closes, but no support was broken, and now you're recovering. But it's still like, how can you get excited when it's just lower highs still and confirmation highs? It's, I guess, neutral, but man, at levels like you've got the harmonic framework in the basement. I guess above 1389 might be okay. B-Chain at 4% today, underperforming. Here's the thing, it's just like, you see the 200 moving average, resistance, but at the same time, on the other side, here's the lowest low, a higher low, positive price action correlation to historical inflection points where big reversals occur, and then they rally it and valley it, and it's like a higher low than that low, and this low's higher than this low's, like 1 and 2 and 3. We're making consecutive higher lows, and we're doing it above key supports from history, going all the way back to 2018, man. It's there. But lower highs still. So I guess we said we have price contraction occurring in the basement after some nice bottoming structures developed, but they're not really catching any sort of follow through yet. I mean, like, again, if this was all to play out on B-Chain, a common retrace zone, 4.1 to 5.6 cents, right? From the highest point up there to the lowest point. Common retrace, the golden zone. You're not even close. So, not great, not terrible. Decent day for crypto, but still just beyond too much work to be done. Like, can we please get a higher high than the previous high on these coins? If you want a party to happen in the smaller cap crypto world. Anyway, all right. Let me show you here the S&P 500 summertime channel. Look at that. I mean, how insane. And again, like, futures reopened hour and 40 minutes ago, and like, you know, that is a 4-day sell-off after an all-time high on the 15th, and here we are. We were at the demand line of the summertime uptrend, conceptualized with a parallel
Am I
channel
able
tool.
to request a chart comparison?
Is that a joint?
I mean, yeah, I can do my best. I can do it. I can try. I know how to use the compared tool or whatever. So what would it be? We can give it a shot, man. This is the heart of the markets, man. The equities market. And so maybe they're going for another test. I don't know. Out the gate, you're down 0.11%. No big deal. But what a bounce up the lows. It was scarier on the NASDAQ futures because we lost it. And it was like most of the day we were below it. And then, by the grace of God, before the closing bell, traders settled up somehow above it. I don't know how, and I don't even know if it's going to be real, like, because you're down 0.05% on the new day, but that is now 6 red closes in a row. But the first of the 6 was an all-time high and kind of an evening doji star reversal, and it was all after they tested that supply line perfectly to a T at the highest level in history of this index funds future. Yeah. So it's kind of uncanny, isn't it? Will it hold though? That's a big question, man. Jerome got better say something. You better say something, man. Tomorrow, to see that hold would be just spectacular. But all channels come to a close at some point. Maybe it's tomorrow, maybe not. I hope it holds. That's all I can say. From the top to the bottom in 6 days, from the high to the low. At the lowest point, you were down 4.2%.
Is that a joint?
We have a 4.2% correction from the highest point to lowest point in 6 days. Okay, we can look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. We want to look at this is a good spot on it. The index fund, the ETF. I mean, just it's kind of crazy. I mean, we are up here, unfilled gap below us, so strong. I mean, and like we have a rotation kind of going on. It seems like, or no love anymore for the Mag 7s. But here you are.
Swift Fractals August 2023 August 2024 compared to Kipshi September 2024 to August 2025? Thank you.
Oh my God, dude. It's going to be a lot of work. People will rage quit the stream when I do that. So we'll just keep looking at these. I'll get to it at some point. All right, let me just do the market updates. Dow Jones on all-time high breakout watch. Remember what happened yesterday? Remember, Dow Jones Industrial Average was a fresh all-time high intraday. That happened. So to break 45K, that would be some price discovery stuff. Look at Dow Jones. What was the best performer today? TRV. But Walmart, second best performer of the 30 assets that, it's an aggregate of 30 stocks. And top performer was TRV. Second performer was Walmart. Third was Caterpillar. Then, Walgreen Boots. Then Coke, Chevron, AXP. Procter & Gamble, McDonald's, Disney, they were all up today. So which one's going to do it? Maybe it's Walmart. Walmart, dude, looks so good. Look at this ascending triangle breakout, then throwback, and then the back test. And nice day today. Unfilled gap just above you. 103.
TNA, are we doing the small caps?
TNA? I know what that stands for at the strip club. But I don't know what you mean, dude.
Is that a joint?
You want some IWMs? I mean, yeah, no, it's like, why do you not look at IWM? Because it's like this. It's like hit resistance, and it's uptrending. No one's saying it's not uptrending, but it is the worst performing by far of all the index funds. So it's just like, okay, cool. That's it. Can't manage risk here, right? Hit a level as resistance. It's major levels. You break that, the 230, 234. Then we're onto something. I mean, God, like, dude. You really see 234.71 break, man. We're on the way to all-time highs again. So we are not too far off all-time highs, but you still are 8% away from a fresh all-time high on the small caps. Whereas Dow Jones Industrial Average yesterday saw a fresh all-time high. And not even talk about the NASDAQ and the SPDR that have been making fresh all-time highs all summer. So they're your small caps, dude, okay? Walmart looks incredible. Way higher incoming. TRV, the Travelers Companies. Look at this old supply line. Extend this outward. Wow. What a trend, man. This is beautiful. Yeah, this is like... What you got going on, man, is just probably something like this. That's real, that old one. But just saying, since that run, trying to make sense of it all, like how it's been trending lately. maybe we could look at it like that. I mean, this is super strong, dude. Nearing all-time highs, probably at all-time highs the next couple days. Specialty insurance, super strong. That momentum shifting structure right here, kind of. You can see it. Walmart Caterpillar is at 1% today. Yeah, you're just thinking about like maybe rotations. Okay, maybe you got a rotation coming from the Mag 7s into, you know, more defensive stocks. And maybe Dow Jones goes into price discovery. Coca-Cola, that, dude, it's been, yeah, okay. So what do we have here? We have a case of too much demand, bearish pattern failing miserably, and now we have confirmation of failure, I think. Well, one level, we have some level of failure. Okay, because you have the, and this is 30 bar play, you know, Scott Carney's kind of his methodology for like, hey, is this thing gonna fail? The longer you stay sideways after hitting the price reversal zone, PRZ, pattern completion zone, I think the higher the probability of failure and dudding out. And like, remember the trend here is just long term, unbeatable. It's Coca-Cola, dude. So what they've done is this kind of head and shoulders looking structure. They broke it down, but the sellers could do nothing. The buyers recaptured the neckline and now have reconfirmed its validity as support. And that's really strong. That's a springback test. And that's kind of like where people can start managing their risk on failed, busted head and shoulders patterns. Just like we saw like on one of the solar companies. Same thing. Oh my God, head and shoulders, but they could never break the neckline. And now it's pumped. So like, we'll see what happens to unfilled gap, but man, 73.50 seems like a good target. Walmart, dude. CBX, not, you know, these not up too much. It's been rallying ever since. Yep, the triple bottom with accumulation signature occurred, developed, and matured at an old major 2014 oil glut high, 2017 high. I mean, that was it. And so it's just been kind of running, churning methodically ever since. Not making higher highs, but filled one gap, still an unfilled gap at 165. You're probably going to get that.
Can you look at?
So, Nirav, thank you for the 10, but we do have kind of criteria for requests. So, yeah. Robbie, that's right. Landowners, hype in the chat. Yeah, Patels, they own literally 50% of all hotels in America. I had a massive network of Patels. I'll show you my Rolodex, my virtual Rolodex of all the Patels. I knew them all, man. I was bros with all the Patels. Okay, so we're just looking at like the top performers today. How's Progressive Insurance? Man, finally, right? They threw some cold water on it, but maybe not for long. Still in this godlike uptrend. But yeah, things have changed, right? The 200s are down sloping. You're making lower highs, lower lows. I kind of like TRV better. This is also insurance, so way better trend, way better context on breakout watch, on all-time high watch. So very cool. Not so great for. Sorry, I didn't mean Progressive. Procter & Gamble, PGR versus PG. Sorry, I'm looking at the tickers. And got confused. Yeah, Procter & Gamble. Lower highs, lower lows. Not so great. McDonald's is another one of those potential duds, like Coke. Here it is. What actually played out, but I guess the performance was kind of mediocre. I mean, it hit an A point, which is an aggressive harmonic trader's, first target. It did that, and it's bounced ever since. And it's been, on a run, but has not made a higher high yet in a while. I mean, it hasn't made a higher high since March. It's only been making lower lows. So you're just wondering here. I mean, this is where these things should collapse after stuff like this. And this is to the extent of how low they go. Guess what? Like one of the highest lows in the history of McDonald's. and now it's just running again. So I mean, chances are like it'll probably break to the upside in time. Anyway, not trying to get too deep into these Dow Jones stocks, but you have to think about, okay, NASDAQ and S&P, they went nuts, and it's all driven by the NASDAQ and the Mag 7s, right? Big tech and AI narrative. Well, if there's a rotation, you're looking at possibly some of these stocks, maybe because like if the Dow Jones breaks that one last level, it's been testing all freaking year. These are the ones that might play a role in yield for the remainder of the year. Like these could be some performers. Okay. Anyway, those were your top gainers. Let's look at these Mag 7s that, man, maybe we should start from best to worst, because NVIDIA, dude, was nothing short of kind of miraculous at the end of the day. Dude. Wow. I mean, it was like cooked this morning, 168.91. And then after hitting the nadir, we had ourselves a nice, well, let's say we opened 175.10. At the lows, we were down 3.5%. And then the bottom gets put in, and we rallied all day for a close, a 3.7% rally. They went and they filled the gap. That gap, I believe, was unfilled till the end of the day and closed only down 0.14%. And after hours is trading higher than the close from yesterday. That, and this, remember, $4 trillion plus market caps, thought only one in the world.
Thinking about an entry for past day or so, but it seems to can't find a bottom. QUBT, what do you think the bottom is at?
We'll look at it, Nero. Thank you so much, dude, for the 25. Funny enough, I know a Nirav. A Nirav Patel is in my Rolodex. You're not him, are you? We did good business together for years. All right, so there you go, man. Saved. Kind of held, I guess, August 1st low, and that's it. But wow, from where it started to where it concluded, crazy. All right. Meta had a drawdown, but a big recovery. Was not a big deal in the end. Maybe that could be some sort of reversal candle. If you get a green candle tomorrow, it would confirm, I think, some sort of doji reversal. And it all happened. Look, the swing high from June 30th. So I think if we get a positive close tomorrow higher than today's close, that would confirm a Japanese candlestick reversal for going for a gap fill at 785. Near the bottom of this like nice trend too. Microsoft, though, down 0.79%. It's been getting routed ever since that big bearish engulfing candle, August 13th. They broke the summertime, or the May earnings report breakaway gap channel. They broke it and back tested it and just been getting routed. And you got to really admire the weekly on Microsoft, because it was perfect. I mean, for now, like the evening star, then that follow through candle confirmed, and now more follow through. And that's real TA respect. Identifying on the weekly a Japanese candlestick pattern, then understanding fundamentally you have to get a follow through candle to really confirm the Japanese candlestick pattern itself. We got it. Takes 2 weeks, right? And now the third week, follow through. Beautiful. And unfortunately, though, there's just who knows. I mean, 467 is the only thing that makes sense technically up here. So if they take it to 467, yikes, man. It's going to be tough for the NASDAQ to do much. But what a run, man. Google, not too bad, man. I mean, yeah, what do you expect, dude? What do you expect? Hits the top of the channel. Virtually fills the gap from February, the all-time high. Kind of a doji reversal right there, and you broke support, but it wasn't too bad in the end, right? Only down 1.1%. Good for long-term holders, right? Trying to hold out for target 3 and 4 of the setup, but have comfortably taken some profit off because you've made a lot. And hey, man, no big deal. If we go to 191, no problem, man. No problem. Like, no problem at all. Like, that makes the most sense. You get to oversold of the uptrend, pivot and run again. And if not, no big deal. Let's just go now. But yeah, to fall below 200, 201, certainly an inflection point, right? You can see it there from December and January. We got to recapture that at some point. But yeah, whatever. Cooling off after such a beautiful rally, after that confirmation low gets put in late June. Tesla, next one. This one's, to me, people would be extremely discouraged. People would give up. People will be done with Tesla now. Once again, it's over for Tesla. We're going to zero. 6 out of the past 7 candles have been red. Disgusting. Elon Musk, what are you doing with your life? It's awful. Trading at the same price as trading at October 2021. Loser. But this demand line was tested perfectly as support. 313.62 finally tested formally. Look, man, this isn't not my opinion, okay? I mean, you could take this level a little bit further too and put it right there. I mean, you know, oh, right here. I mean, there's more history to it, actually. Like 2022 manufactured, then reversed on the back test May 2022. But really, I mean, August 2022 and September 2022. That level is very, very real. Just like $300 is very, very real. What they've done, they've already confirmed 300. And I'm saying they have back tested it and they have confirmed it once and twice tested. So no need for that anymore. But they didn't really know. They recaptured that real 313.85 level, and there was no form of confirmation until today. You got it, and it was bad. I mean, down 1.64%. That's disgusting, gross. Lost the 200 moving average. Oh no, it's over for Tesla. But now the argument might be developing into something more magnificent than we could have ever imagined, where you go from a neutral contraction pattern, right, the symmetrical triangle, again, could be developing. Do you see the 3 rising valleys? So you just forget everything else except for this right here. One valley, 1 peak. 2 valleys, 2 peaks. The second peak is higher than the first peak. That is a key characteristic of a potential through rising valleys. This is now, you would consider this the confirmation line of the potential through rising valleys. Now, I think we need a couple more candles, because if they start dumping it again, like tomorrow into next week, and it starts losing 313.85, it never has been, never will be. Screw it. But we're kind of theory crafting here.
Hosky/USDT on MEX. Please tell me what you think about it. Is that a valid bat? Thanks for what you do.
Yeah, Mark goes, yeah, dude, we'll do that, certainly. Much love. So it's just like, yeah, it could be a nothing burger because we just keep dumping, and it's like 6 out of 7 days of red candles. Okay, we're going to go 10 out of 11 days of red candles, maybe. But if somehow, like, we hold this and start pivoting here, this could be it, man. This could be an edge. It's a classic accumulation structure. And very intriguing. It's not making me scared or feel like today's price action. Actually, So if we just don't crash and really mark down in the tomorrow into next week, this could be so good, man. I mean, this is your last. This is pretty much. I mean, outside of Apple, maybe this is your last Mag 7. With any semblance of structure for a trading plan or to take action on, with known upside potential. Nvidia, it's gone, dude. It's effing gone. Meta, it's been gone. Microsoft, ridiculous, gone. Google, you had your chance, right? Google was in that category with Tesla earlier this summer. Trade setup posted. 2 of 4 targets hit virtually, right? So you missed it. Google's no longer in a position of strategizing and there's value and it's crazy numbers fundamentally, but the technicals are good too. They recapture 170. Oh my God. You don't have that anymore because it played out. And here we are, the last of the Mohicans, right? This is it, dude. The last of the Mag 7s that has a structure that could be very cool and could play out, and our target would be $400, if not $365. So let us throw a deep prayer out to Jesus for Tesla, that was a formal bullish back test of a key level. It's the third valley, and this is the final development of this structure. Deep prayers. Okay? Okay, chat? Amazon, not in a position for strategy, right? It's not really like Tesla, maybe the structure. It's, well, yeah, you had a nice run that began in April and concluded the beginning of this month on earnings. Drops 8.59%. And rallied, but only hit the overhead resistance from December and formally regarded as resistance. But the good news is, as of today, the gap filled from August 13th that we've been talking about. Well, it's unfilled. It's right there. Might as well just get it over with. They did it. They got it over with. And it seems like kind of there's an unfilled gap above you at 228, which is great. Because they'll probably fill that. But yeah, it's like the same thing. Like, not much. How do you strategize a bearish bat pattern completion, right? Your upside could be extremely nebulous, or it could be none. There could be zero upside potential on Amazon because you're completing a bearish pattern. But yeah, multi-billion-dollar e-commerce giant, number one in the world. Okay, fundamentally, yeah, we get it. But we're just talking about technicals here, dude, right? Technicals to strategize. Not much you can do to strategize. Unless I guess you're trying to short it, but good luck doing that too. Anyway, you see what I'm saying though? Like the difference between like Tesla and all these others. And Apple, you kind of had a chance, man. Like, go back to the streams in mid-June when we would do the analysis on Apple, and it's like, look, man, if someone wants to construct a trading plan at this 196 level, by all means. Not sure if it'll play out. I mean, no, we never act like we know if a support will hold, but they did do it. It's like, that's the level, the only level. Because like when they rallied this thing and then it valleyed, you couldn't really do anything here. How could you set an entry at, 202? It doesn't make sense. It's not a level where it's ever reversed. So this was it. The last time Apple's had an actual strategic entry was in mid-June. And now it's been, doing well, but hit a resistance to 232 and it sold off today. It was down 2% and probably going for a back test. Maybe the 200, maybe 220, 216, maybe even the ascending triangles sell wall, old sell wall 214. But good news is, as long as they put in a higher low, you're golden. Your trend's beginning to reverse in the midterm. So hold these levels if they take it lower, and you're good for another test at 230, 237. You break that, then you're going for 247, 250. So, yeah. Sorry, I missed the local on the 8s of the Jesus chimes. The daily candle has closed on crypto. Sorry. Let's go, dude. Bruh. Those are the Mag 7s. Just want to knock them out for you and talk a little bit about structures, value, maybe value, no value. Okay, only one. Tesla's the last one for real to strategize structurally, and that's it. Furlongs. And it could still fail. You get it like I'm saying, if we get like 6 out of 7 red candles, okay, well, we're going to go 10 out of 11, 12 out of 13 candles in a row that are red, then it's probably screwed, but it's better than nothing, right? We're using technical analysis to navigate financial markets. That's what we're doing. You got a better compass? You got a better method to navigate financial markets? By all means, share it with us. Okay, go back to Bitcoin real quick because daily closed. Okay, I mean, the violence had concluded a little bit. I hope the violence is done, man. Okay, you no lower low yet. Not even a test of 112. Never tested. I never want to test a 112 again. Let us pivot and rally now. Okay, let it be some sort of psycho double tap into double bottom above the old all-time high. Let it be. Let it be so. Let the altcoins run to as high as they could ever go. Yep. 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. Chair Powell. He will be speaking. The bots will be freaking out, as always, as is tradition. Let us give another Jesus chimes to a new all-time high. It's not just intraday, but on the high. We had the highest daily candle close ever on BNB. Different universes. BNB from Mag 7s today, BNB from small caps, BNB from mega caps in its own world. CZ and his goons did it, chat. Incredible. Ethereum, we have a confirmed bullish engulfing candle, at least on the daily close. That's great. And kind of tweezer bottom. I mean, kind of tweezer bottom, I hope, but yeah, we really just want to. You're going to get pullbacks, whatever today, and maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a 43.84 test. But to break that, that's where your alerts we should all have synchronized alerts on our trading view at like 43.89, 43.85. To hear that alert go off is of major significance. And again, just to point it out one more time, right here. The old all-time high from May of 2021, it's right there. That's why it's a big deal. To break that, you're going to go for another test of near all-time highs. So that's a big deal. Got to break that. We haven't, but we got close today. Elevated, man. Solana, meh. Nice freaking bullish engulfing candle, almost a bullish Mara Bazoo, but still below resistance to break 198 and then not just break it, because clearly they break it and then immediately reject it on the next day. I'm talking break it, don't reject it, break it, back test it as support, and then I'll see it 216, 230, top of this uptrend. But until then, you're just looking at an asset that is currently trading below a key 191, 198. You're not going anywhere if you keep rejecting that. So, but nice, you are making higher highs, higher lows. Most recently, the higher high, a higher low, same high, and waiting on a new discernible swing low to get put in. Hopefully, will be higher than the previous low from August 3rd. What's up, Rolex, dude? No, we're not cooked. Not yet. No, Mag 7 might be cooked for longer, right? But overdue. My God, man. It's just like one of the most incredible summertime rallies I've ever seen, I think. And we have it conceptualized. Let me show you again for all the people tuning in now. The NASDAQ 100. This is the futures. I'm from the future. Let's go to the 4 hour. Look at that. I mean, they even broke it, confirmed, and then recaptured on the next 4 hour candle. And you're still currently, barely, by the grace of God, holding within. Man, I hope this holds. If this holds, with Jackson Hole tomorrow, if it held, it would be because of Jackson Hole. The bots are like, okay, we are at supply line. All right, dump it to demand line, violate it a little bit, but recapture it immediately. Let's hold it and let us run and become overbought again at 24,420. This is such a... You wouldn't be paying attention. I know, it's like it's August too. It's like a low volume, slow month. But dude, if you care about like trend analysis and channels and demand lines, look, I mean, this is the time to be paying. Like we're watching like the climax of a movie right now. If you're into, technical analysis, there's no structure or anything. It's just a trend that began with a gap up in May. They gapped us up May 10th, I believe, was it? May 9th. And ever since then, this has been how it's, and this has been the trend since then. Okay. So praying for something the bots like, okay, tomorrow morning. And you go from, it's the 4 hour, but you go from overbought to oversold in just a few days, right? Crazy. Here we are, oversold. Last time we were oversold, we hit the exact demand line. And we rallied and hit the supply line. And now we're at the demand. It's insane. I can't even believe it. This will break at some point. I'm just hoping it's not tomorrow. Okay, anyway. Wild. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any sort of change tomorrow. Like the Fed minutes today were like consensus. Yeah, people, other, Fed chairs from, there's multiple Federal Reserves and stuff. So the consensus is inflation is the worry. So if you're worried about inflation, the last thing you do is you cut interest rates. Probably last thing you do is cut interest rates after all-time highs. Last week on the index funds. So, let's go to. We got a couple requests. Okay. Quantum computing. Oh, we looked at this. That wasn't garbage. No, not garbage. It was kind of interesting. That's 4 hour. I'll see. Maybe there's another one or something. I've been here before, but look, man, if you look at this chart, you know what I'm going to say. You're a swing trader, there's nothing you can do, right? Nothing. You're either taking longs between 50 cents and $1.12, and you're taking profit at $25. I don't know. What do you do here? Like, how could you strategize ever here? Down 160%. You had earnings. It was, wow, not good, man. Looks like QUBT, they never make money. If they do, it's not much. You've like confirmed a top here, and you've been selling off. You're correcting, and there's just not much you've got here. I mean, maybe, and this isn't even strong at all. We're taking this one low from 2010, okay? Maybe they're holding it. They sure as heck did. People be dragon pattern? Yeah, on the 4 hour. Yeah, dude. Range bound assets, you always want to buy the bottom. You always want to sell the top. So that's like someone did the trade and it's over. But yeah, I don't really see anything outside of maybe a little dragon here. Hey, you keep 1444. I don't think you want to own. Okay, the only thing I can say is you do not want to own QUBT probably below 1444. Swing low, swing high reversal, swing high reversal. So someone could come in here and be like, dang, dude, 1 and 2 now. They've defended it. If they have, and you're like, I want to long this because I know a guy, he works there, and it's like things are looking good, whatever your reason, I don't think you want to own this asset below 1444. That's it. That's like literally the best I could do on something like this, okay? 1444 inflection point. They confirmed it as support not once but twice. Recaptured it today. They lost it, but they never confirmed a price below it. So that's good, and hopefully that's it. So, yeah. Good upside above 1444 if it holds. If it's actually confirming a bottom, they run it probably back up to like 2180, 2515. That's all I can do for you. QUBT. Thank you, Nirav. Williams in the description. Stream Elements, best way to do it. People super chat, but remember, if you super chat me, Google gets literally 30% of that. Then the IRS gets 37% of that. Therefore, you're giving other entities the majority of the contribution. So Stream Elements is certainly the best way to support this channel, not super chat. Just letting you know. Okay, Hosky, next request on MEX. Okay, Hosky token Sounds like a big winner, dude. Have you heard about Hosky token, man? It was gonna like do things. It did things. It did a thing, right? It pumped and it dumped. Okay. Currently trading below its old resistance from February 2022. Resistance. And the most recent discernible event, I believe, is there was such a lack of demand on Hosky token that the buyers were unable or unwilling to go test that same overhead resistance they had just tested in July multiple times. So not really great and impossible to manage risk strategically here. Impossible. Like you're looking at unfavorable price action correlation to a very real level that goes back to 2022. That's all I've got for now. But it's cool. The bottoming base got put in substantially higher than the low before the election. Hey, better than a lot of other ones. They all round tripped and went lower. So good for that. But yeah, I would think to get some sort of sell off, okay, and then something like this where you could say, all right, they inverse head and shoulders, or like they take it to a support, right? A known support, and like they recaptured this level and ran it. And if we could ever get it back down to 35 cents or whatever, I mean, then you get like some sort of price action. You can manage your risk. You can strategize an entry, a stop loss, and know your upside potential. There's just no way you don't know your upside potential. Your upside potential could very well be only 27%. I get it, but the downside potential in this situation after the unfavorable price action correlation, downside potential is like 50%. So it could just randomly moon tomorrow. They sometimes do that. That's called going to the casino, going to the slot machine, pulling the lever without an edge, and then randomly you win. That's the same thing as buying Hosky token right now. I mean, locally and lately, I'm not a big fan because of that, and because of the failure to even test it again, showing weakness. When they did test it, they're not testing it. They're unable to test it now. Less than before, not enough demand. So I would just hit the space bar and move on. Is it a valid bat? I mean, yeah, like he's talking about, is it a bat? You're gonna have to like really do some stuff here. You gotta say, all right, I'm using the candle close, not the wick. 70% retrace, so no. What am I using this? Like this is the candle close. It's not quite a bat. I mean, it's an informal M shape that 1 and 2. Okay. That's really kind of breaking rules and forcing it to exist, to be a thing. It bottomed out, and then it can't break resistance, and now locally, lately, it doesn't look too great. But whatever. It could still go. Could still be it, man. Anyway, so let us pray for the index funds. Let us pray Jerome Powell says something that doesn't murder us tomorrow, our portfolios. 'Tis the season for that type of stuff going into September. September really is the worst one, but that's where we're at, man. Market update. I've been live hour and 15 minutes. If you're enjoying it, hit the like button, the bullet sub. Thanks for being here, everyone. We got through all the requests, and frankly, it was leg day today, so 3 days in a row of training with cardio involved, so my body's just wrecked. And yep, that's how it goes, man. Super sore. But BNB, the king. The king. Yeah, unfortunately we lost the demand line, that beautiful structure, that channel, that trend. But the trend is not reversing. You can't, like, trend analysis, man. Just because we're trying to make sense of how the trend looks. Even if you lose the demand line, it's not that big a deal. Dang, Billy, man, let's freaking go. Please clap. Please clap, chat.
Can you review UPS and ONDS? Appreciate you.
The answer is yes, and it will be it will be immediate. UPS, which has been completely devastated. The United Parcel Services. Oh my, bear flag, bear flag. Oh, it already broke, man. Well, but this was there, okay? Multi-year downtrend conceptualized, okay? It's beautiful. It's not often we're using the equidistant channel. The only time I'm using this tool, the equidistant, is long extended trends, okay? With lots of swing lows and highs, and this is gorgeous to me anyway. Look how one of the equidistant inner lines was tested so perfectly, so long, and they could never do it, and then finally just gapped down, and then bearish back test at a level from history, and dumping. Oh man. So the bear pole, bear flag played out beautifully, right? An extremely bearish trend, bearish consolidation, resolved bearishly. Nice. Great respect there. And now currently trading below $89. Let me show you $89, how real it is. It goes back further. Yes, it does. Dude, look how effed UPS is, chat, if you're watching. Okay, this old 2004 peak and reversal. That's where it was manufactured, first time ever. It was it. It became a thing. All right, it flipped to support. Almost support. Look, but this is how you know how real it is, okay? Many years later, we're talking 16 years later, that level was violated, and then buyers recaptured it, then reconfirmed it once and twice. The spring back test, the triple bottom with accumulation signature, whichever one. Look what happened. It was beautiful. It went to maybe all-time highs, I think. Okay, so knowing that level, okay, its significance, its historical significance, undoubted. Now it's been broken, and we have negative price action correlation to it. It is the market is saying, the market participants are saying, we are now confirming the validity of this old 2004 swing high, 2020 swing low, spring back test, godlike run. It's confirmed as resistance now, and that's it. That's the worst thing you could ever dream of. Worst price action correlation. It's just a bear flag. It's a little brother of the big brother, right? Big brother, little brother. Fractaling. You flip the chart over, you wish it looked like this. Oh my God, dude. This thing has been in this multi-year uptrend, and then the bull flag concluded with a breakout, and now old support, old resistance is now support with bullish consolidation. Oh, let's go, dude. It's the inverse of that. So downside potential, I don't even know, man, because I don't think we even looked at it since. I mean, there are just definitely a couple candidate areas. 83.96 would be a swing high, but I think maybe a stronger zone for targeting is going to be like 76 to 79. That was like your IPO 1999 high, and then like swing high in 2005 again. 2006, 2007. Yeah, look at that. 2011. That's probably your target. $76, $79. If this is a real bearish breakdown and it's really confirmed as resistance and it's gonna mark down and catch follow through, $76, $80 to $79 is your target. That's UPS. Just terrible, dude. One of the worst looking charts you could probably ever see. Yep. Let's see here. ONDS, Ondas Holdings Incorporated. A little different of a chart, I would have to say. Wyckoff accumulation, the buying campaign concluded. Man, so I've never seen this in my life. I didn't even know this was telecommunications equipment. I can only look in hindsight now, because this could have been a hype king type setup, dude. It could have been it. But no one even knew this existed in our community. Remember, there are 12,000 U.S. stocks. Okay, 12,000. This one slipped through the cracks. If someone was here and they were requesting this in May, I'd have lost my mind. I'd have lost it. I'd have gone crazy. I'd have longed this myself. Nothing is better than a multi-year range where an asset starts consolidating so favorably to the beginning of the range years later. Like, this is just mouth-watering. And then it's like, you know, M-shape completing too, but it's really just this behavior. And this, in my opinion, kind of looks a little like Tesla, whatever. Not exactly, but look at this spring back test, positive price action correlation. I mean, that is the optimum entry level, right back from this swing low. Yeah, it was kind of a little zone here, I think. Chop fest forever, I know. But really, how did it start? Man, I don't think we saw an 886 exactly. We were just shy, maybe an 85, 84% retrace. But dude, look at this. Look how it all began. You know, this is like, it's lack, dude. It's lack. Almost, my God, it was perfect. Look how it, chat, the genesis of the reversal was the M shape on ONS. So yeah, like again, he was requesting it probably because he doesn't care maybe too much about what I'm talking about. Because all we can do on assets like this, it's gone, dude. I mean, like, what do you want? It's the markup phase that occurs after the composite operator has accumulated a position at a reasonable level. He's happy with his position. He's marking it up now. So all we can do is look back at how it all began. Because where it all began is where we're looking to long. So it wasn't just the M shape that is freaking perfect bad. It's the type 1 reaction. Yeah, and then you got a type 2 return. And after the one low, the second low, eventually, yeah, it took forever. You finally got that markup, the trade completed, someone took profit, then dumped him right back down, and you had a check back. You had a second chance. Oh man, this is like what you want, okay? This is the stuff you want back in May, or even in June of last year, August last year, either one. Like, you probably had 2 opportunities, 2 different trades. Now, you're in impulse mode, so like, who knows? Certainly 392 is a big level. Swing lows from 2022. Big reversal, bearish back test November 2022. I mean, now at this point, it's like, where is it reverse? Typically, okay, and 574. If they ever can recapture 392, probably 537 to 574. Swing low, right? Swing high reversal. If they ever break that, that's when things probably start getting way more crazy. Trying to make sense of it. I just see like one high here. Maybe just a zone there. It'd be like that. So this could, you understand, this thing could pull back all the way down to $2 again and be fine. But this is the composite operator, his buying campaign. You're looking at it. Anyway, it's the dream. I know lack, dude. It's a meme now. Baba was a meme too, until August 5th, 2024, and then it became a legend. So ACHR wasn't a meme, but this is starting to become a meme. Where like the 200 moving average rejected, you're back at 273. It may fail too. That's the crappy thing. That's why you're not gonna go all in on lack. You're just gonna have a reasonable position size, right? But like 262, man, right? Resistance from 2014 to 2016, and then there was this one time that they reconfirmed it in 2020.
Sup man, ALB on NYSEPLS.
So
Old 2014 level held. Thanks.
Gee, I think it's 22. Yeah, we'll look at ALB next. Yeah. Thanks, man. It's not over, but dang, man, maybe it's going to fail. But, I mean, end of a long, extended downtrend, hidden key levels from history, the M-shape develops, forms of confirmation come in. But yeah, failure to launch. Like, you can't get anywhere. Still don't know. Not acting like we know. We just know how to identify bottoming structures. And like, it could still fail. You probably don't want anything to do with this below 248, maybe 238. But you're okay for now. 50% of LAC holders in this community. I guess, man. Anyway, ONS ONDS was an extremely educational look. Okay, very good. So thank you so much, Billy, man, for the 50. All right. Tale of two different assets completely. One was terrible, one was insane in a positive way. ALB, Able Mabel. My God, dude. Yeah, they did recapture the level, but so trash, right? It's like in the gutter. No evidence of a true trend reversal yet. You don't have like higher highs, higher lows discernibly, but remember how it all ended? God, dude, just like hindsight, it's so educational, right? Like 1 and 2, and then the huge crash, and then they rallied, and look how this swing high was confirmed not once but twice as resistance. Dude, that's like, want to buy puts? That's it, you know, on stuff like that. That's crazy. And then the trend was, it was over for so long. But yeah, that was just hindsight. Let's go to the maybe weekly here. Well, here's your M shape that we got ourselves a harmonic optimum price where they overshot the 886. Which, long term, I mean, yeah, it could be it. I mean, they do back here in 2007. Beautiful head and shoulders. They took it down way lower. Long term, all-time uptrend, I guess, but 2014, 2011, yep, swing high from 2011, right? You said 2014 level held. Yeah, above $71, interesting, but no back test yet, and that kind of, it's tough, man, right? You're gutter buying. You're buying as an asset in the gutter. Certainly lots of support here with an M shape completed. Probably divergent. I would imagine. I mean, look, right? A low, slightly lower low. There's got to be divergence on the weekly, right? Not kind of a little bit. I think something like that is like class C. You know, here's the the low, another lower. You know what I like? It's kind of like 1, 2, 3 valleys. I'm wondering if we get some rule of 3 situation, like a bullish 3 drive or something. Let's swing low to high. Exceeded the 1618. So it's not, that's low to high, that's a 1618 right there. Golden mean ratio. So I'm just wondering, like, if we have like a 3 drives at the harmonic optimum price of a massive M shape. It'd be nice to sell off and get a higher low. I'd just like to see a discernible higher low. That'd be real nice. Because you probably just have like a channel here. Let's see a supply line. Oh yeah, look at that, G-Dog. Beautiful. I mean, but right, if you're in a downtrend, you've hit the overbought threshold of the downtrend so far. So if you want any inkling of hope on this, don't you want to break that channel? That would be it. The supply line breakout, probably around $90, $89. That's all we got. A multi-year downtrend. December 2023. Yikes, man. Probably a lot better assets out there than this. But yeah, we're in the gutter. Let's find some gutter oil and make some money on it, I guess, right? Okay. Well, now we've been live an hour and a half. Good hump day stream. I do declare. All right. Well, thank you all for coming out. Really appreciate it. Thanks for likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. We're not dead yet, chat. We're just close to being dead, and that's okay. Because when you're close to being dead and you're not dead, that means there's still a chance, right? I'm just hoping that maybe a range is developed between 123.2 and 112. That's all you can hope for. We range bound, and it's all happening above the old all-time high from May, which was like, again, 112. That's sideways consolidation. Your daily channel. Just hold 112, get some follow through after today, and run it to all-time highs, and I'll be happy. So we're safe above 112. We're safe technically. You wouldn't want to believe it or hear it, but we're safe. Real big one's extremely safe until I think 1085
ASTS
breaks.
doesn't have a harmonic, but can you look at it for me?
So see there. Thank you, dude. Yeah, sure. Why not? Right, but I think the big scary level to lose would be 1085 on Bitcoin. That's when we know we're probably in a lot of trouble, at least in the short term, midterm. But if 1085 and 112 hold, there's nothing to worry about actually, for real. Okay. All right, let's knock that out real quick. ASTS. Oh, Space Mobile. Mobile Space. Well, long in the tooth, man. Yeah, I don't know about this. There's certainly no value. And really, right, a swing high was most recently just a swing high, an old all-time high from June, up thrusted, and then, you know, back tested the up thrust with confirmation, like completely rejected on not just August 6th, but August 12th, and, you know, rolled over. So it's almost like head and shoulders, kind of. Like someone out there could make an argument for head and shoulders, which I get, and it could fail too. I'm not saying head and shoulders means certainly it's going to reverse the downside, but it's like left shoulder, maybe head, maybe you got a momentum shifting situation unfolding a little bit. Neckline might be right here. See, you broke the neckline, the slanted head and shoulders yesterday. It's confirmed now. No follow through per se, but still you want to recapture maybe 4660, 4650 to not invalidate it, but to unconfirm its validity as a reversal to the downside pattern. Okay, so if it plays out, I mean, for sure, right? It's like a no-brainer of where you're targeting, $39 for weak performance of if this is real. To invalidate this completely, you want to see ASTS above $54, maybe even $55. That would completely invalidate this, and probably way higher we go. Unfilled gap at $60, really. But the trend is so good, I get it. So it's like, this could be a fake out. This could be garbage. Might not be anything. Okay. As you can see, if you go sideways here, you just tested the low from July 11th. So that could be another way you're looking at it. So they're holding it. I think below 39, you're probably cooked, but above 39, given enough time, it might consolidate. It might hold this level and run again. So you're just very elevated, man. Just looking at an asset that, look where they bottomed this thing out, like $2. It's $45 now. Understand, this could go for a gap fill at $31 and put in one of its highest, pretty much its highest major low in ever. Go fill that gap. Coming down the 200 moving average, there's no value here. It is extreme premium. No value. M-shape developed. Pretty cool to see it play out. Yep. We're looking at a high flyer that has, let's just do it, man. In a matter of 434 days, ASTS is up 2,600%. Not even a year and a half, 2,600%. Those are ones where it's like, man, there's a lot of downside potential, and it'd still probably be okay.
ONDS, since the composite operator is Oppenheimer, and did private place at 3.25 last week for 175 millimeters. My question, does that significant event reset the chart in a way and now recreates all you loved about it in May/June?
Not, sure about that. Because there was clearly another composite operator then. I mean, they might have been buying. You might want to look back at their filings, right? You want to look back in May. Who was filing major institutional positions on ONDS, right? But you're saying they did a private bidding at 325. I don't think it changes anything. It's still like, right, the composite operator's signature is this, okay? That's him. So if Oppenheimer's buying at 325, they might have big money and they could be composite operators on other assets, but they are kind of buying the breakout. They're buying a markup. They're kind of FOMOing a little bit, but maybe they think that 392 is going to break and we're going to run to 574 and 761. Possibly after that, maybe even 1168. So this is just the beginning. Okay, it looks like, oh, it's high now. It's not. It's not high. Think about something like coin. Think about coin. This is a composite operator way down here. Okay, way lower. So look what happened after. It took a major trend reversal. So this could last for years on ONDS. Think about Hood, man. You talk about composite operator making his signature known. It was perfect, dude. It was unreal, right? Oppenheimer buying maybe at like, this would be on ons, like up here, okay? Whatever you get, maybe, or here, you know. It's the markup phase, and maybe Oppenheimer knows that, and they want to get in on the markup phase. Because look what happened to the markup phase. Dude, oh no, someone's buying at $26.67, but dude, you could have gotten it at $10. You could have got it at $9. Yeah. But look what happened even since then, like way higher. So they must have done some analysis, must have loved the fundamentals, the leadership of the company. Maybe they liked the model of the company, and they took a purchase, and they liked the technicals too. They liked the breakout markup. So this is what can happen, man. Composite operator did his thing. Anyway. Thank you, Billy. So that was the last request. Mark Weston, thanks for the sub on YouTube, dude. Welcome. Yeah, no one subs anymore. Sucks. No new blood ever unless we pump. What are you gonna do, man? Let the people not know about me, I guess. I will remain hidden forever. And if you find me, you win. So above 112, 1085, we are solid. We could even be putting in a confirmation low. We could be putting in maybe the highest low in the history of Bitcoin. We could be. You just don't know. I mean, above 112, you're good. You might just say, all right, you're staying long on Bitcoin with a stop loss at $111,600 and let it ride. No expectations, because we're trading above key levels, and we could be confirming it. You just don't know, man. Okay. Thank you, Kron. Thank you, everyone. Hey, Yvette, thanks for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna get some dinner. So thank you all so much for being here, and let us see how Jackson Hole treats us. Chair Powell. Hopefully it's good. If not, it was nice knowing you. We'll be back. Until next time, respect the T. Hey.
What is mine? Understand. What is mine? Understand. What is mine? Understand. What is mine? Understand. What is mine?